We humans are curious creatures, aren't we? We love a good mystery, a tantalizing puzzle. Few mysteries capture the imagination quite like lost cities. These forgotten metropolises whisper tales of bygone eras. There's something undeniably intriguing about a place reclaimed by nature. It's a stark reminder of the impermanence of our own existence. Yet, amidst the decay, there's a sense of wonder. These lost cities offer us a glimpse into the past, and that, my friends, is exactly what we're about to explore. Welcome, fellow adventurers, to Trek Tales, your guide to the most fascinating, awe-inspiring, and downright unbelievable lost cities our planet has to offer. Forget your tourist traps and crowded landmarks. We're going off the beaten path, delving into the heart of history's greatest mysteries. Buckle up, folks, because this is no ordinary history lesson. We're talking about cities that were once bustling hubs of life, centers of commerce, culture, and innovation, now reduced to rubble and legend. And we're going to uncover their secrets, one ancient brick at a time. We'll explore the myths, the legends, the historical accounts, and the archaeological evidence that paint a picture of these lost worlds. Think of us as your time-traveling tour guides, minus the clunky DeLorean and the risk of paradoxes, hopefully. We'll journey through time and across continents, from the depths of the ocean to the peaks of mountains, uncovering the stories of the people who built these incredible cities and the events that led to their demise. Now, you might be thinking, lost cities? That sounds like a whole lot of dust and rubble. And while yes, there's definitely a fair share of that, archaeology isn't known for its glamour. There's so much more to these lost civilizations than meets the eye. We're not just talking about crumbling walls and faded mosaics, we're talking about uncovering the very essence of humanity. Each lost city is a time capsule, a snapshot of a moment in time, frozen for centuries. It's a chance to understand how our ancestors lived, loved, worked, and worshipped. What did they eat? What gods did they pray to? What did they wear? Hopefully something more breathable than those itchy-looking togas. By studying these lost cities, we gain a deeper understanding of our own history, our own culture, and ultimately, ourselves. We learn about the ingenuity, the resilience, and the sheer determination of the human spirit. We see echoes of ourselves in their art, their architecture, and their stories. And sometimes we even learn from their mistakes, because let's face it, even ancient civilizations weren't immune to a good old-fashioned societal meltdown. All right, folks, buckle up because we're diving headfirst into the legend of Atlantis. This mythical metropolis said to have vanished beneath the waves is the holy grail of lost cities. It's the ultimate what if that's captivated historians, archaeologists, and conspiracy theorists for centuries. Was it a real place, a technologically advanced civilization swallowed whole by a cataclysmic event? Or was it just a cautionary tale, a figment of Plato's imagination designed to make us all feel a little better about our own messy empires? The story of Atlantis first surfaced in the writings of the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, around 360 BC. According to Plato, Atlantis was a naval power, larger than ancient Libya and Asia Minor combined, situated beyond the Pillars of Hercules. Now, for those of you who haven't brushed up on your ancient geography lately, the Pillars of Hercules are generally believed to refer to the Strait of Gibraltar. So Atlantis was out there somewhere, past the edge of the known world, just waiting to be rediscovered. Plato described Atlantis as a utopia, a technologically advanced society with a complex social structure and stunning architecture. Think flying machines, laser beams, maybe even underwater Wi-Fi. Okay, maybe not that last one, but you get the idea. They were way ahead of their time, these Atlanteans, until of course they weren't. According to Plato, their hubris and thirst for power angered the gods, who decided to unleash a series of earthquakes and floods, sinking the entire island into the abyss in a single day and night. Talk about a bad day at the office. Plato's legacy, more than just a philosopher with writer's block. Plato wasn't known for lighthearted reads. He explored complex ideas about morality, justice, and the human condition. Was Atlantis a metaphor for unchecked ambition, or was there truth in the legend? Theories abound, but no conclusive evidence of Atlantis has ever been found. Diving deeper, the search for Atlantis goes underwater. The search for Atlantis has taken us to the ocean depths. Underwater archaeologists have made remarkable discoveries. While no crystal cities yet, they found ancient civilizations. Pavlopetri, off Greece, dates back over 5,000 years. Streets, buildings, and tombs still intact beneath the waves. Dwarka, mentioned in the Mahabharata, discovered in 1988. Ruins off Gujarat suggest some legends have truth. Yonaguni Monument, found in 1986, still debated. Could it be evidence of a lost civilization? Probably not, but it's food for thought. Lost but not forgotten, the enduring allure of a sunken city. So where does that leave us? Is Atlantis just a myth, a figment of our collective imagination? Or is there a chance, however slim, that this legendary city is out there waiting to be rediscovered? The truth is, we may never know for sure. But that, in a way, is part of what makes Atlantis so captivating. It represents the ultimate mystery, the enduring power of storytelling, and the insatiable human desire to uncover the secrets of our past. The legend of Atlantis reminds us that there's still so much we don't know about our planet and the civilizations that came before us. It's a reminder that history isn't just about dusty textbooks and crumbling ruins. It's a living, breathing tapestry woven from stories, legends, and the echoes of lives lived long ago. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, one day, we'll uncover the truth behind this enduring mystery. Until then, we'll keep exploring, keep searching, and keep imagining the wonders that lie hidden beneath the waves. Machu Picchu, lost city of the Incas, found by a Yale professor and a bunch of llamas. Today's destination, Machu Picchu, perched high in the Andes Mountains of Peru. This place is clinging to a mountaintop, like a history buff who refuses to let go of a good view. In 1911, Hiram Bingham, a Yale professor, was led to Machu Picchu by local farmers. And let's not forget their trusty sidekicks, a team of llamas, carrying all their gear. Finally, they emerged from the cloud forest to find Machu Picchu, a city of stone carved into the mountainside, shrouded in mist and mystery. These days, thankfully, you don't need a machete and a pack of llamas to reach Machu Picchu. Although, let's be honest, the llama caravan would be a pretty epic Instagram story. You can hop on a train, take a bus, or for the truly adventurous, hike the Inca Trail. Just remember, you're at over 7,900 feet above sea level, so the air is a little thinner than what you might be used to. The Inca Trail is a 4-day trek through breathtaking scenery, ancient ruins, and enough switchbacks to make your head spin. It's not for the faint of heart or lungs, but the reward of reaching Machu Picchu on foot, following in the footsteps of the Inca, is an experience like no other. Just imagine the bragging rights. Now, if you're picturing yourself as a modern-day Indiana Jones navigating treacherous paths and outsmarting booby traps, well, manage your expectations. The Inca Trail is well marked, and the only booby traps you're likely to encounter are the occasional misplaced trekking poles and selfie sticks wielded by overzealous tourists. But hey, that's all part of the adventure, right? Just remember, pack your patience, your sense of humor, and an extra memory card for your camera because you're going to need it. Machu Picchu isn't just a pretty face. It's a testament to the architectural prowess of the Inca. These guys were like the engineers of the ancient world, building a sprawling city on a mountaintop with nothing but stone, ingenuity, and probably a lot of coca leaves. Hey, a little altitude sickness relief never hurt anyone. The Incas were masters of stonework, fitting massive granite blocks together with such precision that you couldn't slip a credit card between them. And they did all this without modern tools or even wheels. It makes you wonder what they'd say about our modern construction methods. You used concrete? Seriously? We built an entire city on a mountain with a chisel and a good attitude. They also had a knack for agriculture, carving terraces into the mountainside to create microclimates for growing crops. They even had a system for freeze-drying potatoes, which, let's be honest, is a skill we could all use when dealing with leftover takeout. Walking through Machu Picchu, you can't help but be awestruck by the sheer ingenuity and artistry of the Inca. It's a humbling reminder that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most elegant, and that even without modern technology, humans are capable of incredible things. Now here's the thing about Machu Picchu. We don't actually know what it was used for. Was it a royal estate, a religious center, a secret base for training llama astronauts? Okay, maybe not that last one. But the truth is, the Inca left no written records, so we're left to piece together the puzzle from the ruins themselves. Some believe that Machu Picchu was built as a summer retreat for the Inca emperor Pachacuti, a place to escape the heat and chaos of Cusco, the Inca capital. Others suggest it was a sacred ceremonial site, a place of pilgrimage and religious significance. Whatever its original purpose, Machu Picchu was abandoned by the Inca before the arrival of the Spanish conquistadors in the 16th century. Some speculate that the city was ravaged by disease, while others believe that its inhabitants simply moved on to other settlements. The mystery surrounding Machu Picchu's purpose only adds to its allure, making it a place where history, adventure, and a touch of the unknown collide. It's a place that sparks the imagination and leaves you with more questions than answers, which, let's face it, is all part of the fun. After all, what's a good mystery without a few unanswered questions to ponder over a cup of coca tea? All right, adventurers, let's swap our hiking boots for some sturdy river sandals because we're heading deep into the heart of South America in search of a city that shimmered so brightly in the imaginations of explorers, it practically blinded them to reason. That's right, folks, we're on the hunt for El Dorado, the legendary city of gold. Now, before you go digging up your backyard or booking a one-way ticket to the Amazon, let's be clear. El Dorado, as a physical city, probably never existed. At least, not in the way those gold-crazed conquistadors imagined. The legend of El Dorado is thought to have originated in the 16th century, whispered among Spanish conquistadors who had conquered the Inca Empire and were now hungry for even greater riches. These rumors told of a Muisca tribal chief who would cover himself in gold dust and perform a ritual offering of gold and emeralds into a sacred lake, Lake Guatavita, located in present-day Colombia. And see, golden cities they did. The legend of El Dorado spread like wildfire, fueled by greed, ambition, and a shocking disregard for common sense. Explorers, adventurers, and treasure hunters from all corners of Europe descended upon South America, hacking their way through jungles, battling indigenous tribes, and generally making a nuisance of themselves, all in pursuit of a city that probably existed only in their fever dreams. One of the most famous El Dorado seekers was Sir Walter Raleigh, the English explorer and writer who, when he wasn't busy colonizing Virginia or charming Queen Elizabeth I, apparently enjoyed a good treasure hunt. Raleigh made 2 expeditions to South America in search of El Dorado, dragging along a reluctant crew who probably deserved hazard pay and a lifetime supply of insect repellent. The irony is, while these explorers were busy chasing after a mythical city of gold, they were surrounded by the real treasures of South America, its diverse cultures, its stunning landscapes, and its abundance of natural resources. Beyond the gold uncovering the real treasures of El Dorado. The search for El Dorado might have been a wild goose chase of epic proportions, but it wasn't entirely without merit. These expeditions, fueled by greed and misguided ambition though they were, did inadvertently lead to some significant discoveries. For one, they expanded European knowledge of South American geography, mapping out previously unexplored regions and encountering indigenous cultures that had remained hidden from the outside world for centuries. Of course, these encounters often resulted in conflict and exploitation, a dark side to exploration that we can't ignore. But amidst the greed and the violence, there were also moments of cultural exchange, albeit often unequal and fraught with misunderstanding. And let's not forget about the scientific discoveries made during these expeditions. Explorers brought back specimens of plants, animals, and minerals, expanding European understanding of the natural world. The legend lives on, El Dorado's grip on the adventurous spirit. So, El Dorado, the city paved with gold, the king who bathed in gold dust. All a load of hogwash, right? Well, yes and no. While the literal city of El Dorado remains elusive, the legend itself continues to capture our imaginations. El Dorado has become synonymous with the idea of a lost paradise, a place of unimaginable wealth and wonder. It's a symbol of our enduring fascination with the unknown, our thirst for adventure, and our unshakable belief that there are still secrets out there waiting to be uncovered. Because ultimately, that's what the enduring allure of El Dorado is all about. The journey, the pursuit, the thrill of the chase. Pompeii, history's most dramatic photobomb. From shimmering cities of gold, we journey to a city frozen in time, a city where the past isn't buried beneath layers of earth or lost beneath the waves, but encased in volcanic ash, like a Roman ruin dipped in cement. Welcome to Pompeii, folks, the ancient Roman city that suffered history's most dramatic photobomb. Imagine this. You're living the good life in Pompeii circa 79 AD. The sun is shining, the wine is flowing, and Mount Vesuvius is just a picturesque backdrop for your afternoon toga party. Life is good, right? Then, boom, Vesuvius decides to blow its top, burying Pompeii and its neighboring towns in a pyroclastic flow of ash and pumice. Pompeii offers a unique glimpse into the lives of everyday Romans, from wealthy merchants to humble bakers. Walking through the excavated streets of Pompeii, you can almost hear the echoes of daily life, the clatter of chariot wheels on cobblestones, the chatter of merchants hawking their wares, the distant roar of the crowd at the amphitheater. But this vibrant tableau of Roman life was frozen in an instant, the city and its inhabitants entombed in a volcanic shroud. The eruption of Vesuvius was a tragedy of epic proportions, but it also created a time capsule of unparalleled historical significance. One of the most fascinating things about Pompeii is the sheer ordinariness of it all. It's like walking onto a movie set. But instead of actors and props, you have the actual remnants of daily life in the Roman Empire. We're talking about houses with mosaic floors and frescoes on the walls, shops filled with jars of preserved food, taverns with wine still in the amphorae. You can even find loaves of bread, charred but perfectly preserved, like some kind of ancient sourdough fossil. And then there's the graffiti. Yes, even ancient Romans loved to leave their mark, scrawling messages on walls, much like we do today with our Sharpies in public restrooms. These glimpses into the everyday lives of Pompeii's citizens remind us that they weren't so different from us. They fell in love, argued with their neighbors, worried about money, and dreamt of a better future. Pompeii isn't just a tourist attraction or a history lesson. It's a stark reminder of the power of nature and the fragility of human existence. One minute you're enjoying a glass of wine with your friends, the next you're running for your life from a pyroclastic flow. But Pompeii also offers a message of hope and resilience. From the ashes of this tragedy, archaeologists have been able to piece together an incredibly detailed picture of Roman life, offering us a window into the past that is both awe-inspiring and humbling. And perhaps most importantly, it reminds us that even in the face of disaster, the human spirit has a remarkable ability to endure, to rebuild, and to find hope in the most unexpected places. So there you have it, adventurers. From the mythical depths of Atlantis to the cloud-piercing heights of Machu Picchu, from the gold-obsessed jungles of El Dorado to the tragically preserved streets of Pompeii, we've journeyed through time and across continents, exploring the ruins of lost civilizations and uncovering the stories they have to tell. These lost cities, once teeming with life, now stand as silent reminders of the ebb and flow of history, the rise and fall of empires, and the enduring power of the human spirit. But these lost cities are more than just crumbling ruins or tourist destinations. They are tangible connections to our collective past, fragments of a shared human history that bind us together across time and cultures. Think about it. The people who built these cities, who walked these streets, who worshipped these gods, they weren't so different from us. They faced challenges, celebrated triumphs, fell in love, and experienced loss, just like we do today. They might have worn togas instead of skinny jeans, communicated through hieroglyphics instead of emojis, and worshipped gods with names we can barely pronounce. But at their core, they were driven by the same fundamental human desires. By exploring their world, we gain a fresh perspective on our own. And perhaps, just perhaps, by understanding their mistakes, we can learn to avoid making the same ones ourselves. But let's be honest, folks, there's another reason why we're so drawn to lost cities, isn't there? It's the thrill of the hunt, the allure of the unknown, the irresistible urge to uncover a secret that's been hidden for centuries. There's something undeniably exciting about stepping into a place where time seems to stand still, where the echoes of the past whisper through crumbling walls and overgrown ruins. It's a chance to step outside of our own time and place, to imagine ourselves as explorers and adventurers, uncovering the secrets of a lost world. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, there are still lost cities out there waiting to be found. Because the world is a vast and mysterious place, and there are still plenty of stories waiting to be told if we're willing to listen. So keep exploring, my friends, keep asking questions, keep digging deeper, both literally and figuratively. And most importantly, keep your sense of humor handy. Because let's face it, exploring lost cities can be hot, sweaty, and sometimes a little bit frustrating. But it's also an incredibly rewarding experience, one that connects us to our past, expands our understanding of the present, and sparks our imaginations for the future.